Hello, guys.
Hello, sir.
How are you guys doing?
You are doing good, sir. How are you?
Doing good. I'm good. Just bit caught a cold here in Bangalore.
Oh,
Otherwise, I'm doing good. How are the classes till now?
classes are good, sir. Like we are having yesterday we had this quants class as well.
Okay.
Nice, sir. We
And
are
how
enjoying
is
that.
how was reasoning? Shivu taking? Shivu
That
sir?
that was also good, sir. All classes are great.
Okay.
I'm just worried about the resources part. Like, are the resources providing is enough, or we need to buy any materials extra?
See, for this AFCAT exam for the next 30 days, this is more than enough.
Okay,
Even if you guys buy the book, will you be able to solve those or read those in this 30 days?
right.
At least GK part, no, more than enough. See, I've written CDS, I've cleared CDS, I've cleared NDA also in 12th,
Okay,
and I've been preparing for civil services, and I've given almost cleared three times prelims. So, and CDS students also have been teaching for last 3 years. So, this content what I've prepared is not for only AFCAT, but it will be sufficing for CDS also actually. So
great.
GK part, this is more than enough. Only thing is here I'll not be able to teach what I teach for 20 days one subject, right? In 1 2 hours you can't teach everything.
Yeah,
I will make sure that I'll give you guys the PDF and will show you the direction how to read. And as fast as possible, I will be able to touch all the bases of all GK subjects. But
okay.
you guys, what I have to do is go to AFCAT website. You will get the papers there, right? You can download there. Just see the kind of questions and see if whatever you read, you are able to answer there or not. That itself is enough. And please revise. Whatever you studied history, I think you might not remember today, last week, what you have read.
Correct, sir.
So if you give 4 hours to new subject, at least 2 hours, if possible, revise the subjects. Next 30 days, you guys have to be like saints. So do party tomorrow, New Year party. So enjoy. After that, sit for 28, 29. How many days are remaining like a saints and make sure you give your best. And we are not here to get out of it, right? Just the passing marks, that 35, 40%.
Yeah.
So let our focus be 10, 15 marks more than that, 50%. And make sure that negatives are less. And make sure that you attend moderate questions also. Not like out of 100, you will attend only 50 questions and come back. So 80 to 85, those are all we'll speak at the end of the session. Okay, how to give the mock, how to give the exam, how to give the attempt. So you guys can't answer all the GK questions within 3 4 months now if you are preparing first time. So, but this content is more than enough. GK at least all the subjects which I'm giving: history, polity, economy, and geography.
Oh, sir, thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome. So I think everybody has joined. Let us start then.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Totally geography, no. There is physical geography. It speaks about the universe, how the universe began. It speaks about our Earth, the physical characteristics of Earth. And we have Indian geography. So AFCAT here asks only fill in the blanks, very simple questions. But this content, what I have made, no, this PDF will be shared after the class. So, or I can ask Hemant in the group to share now also. So you can continue with the class. So Hemant sir, share this with the group also. So it's around 110 slides. It is very comprehensive. It covers the entire geography, not only for AFCAT, for other exams also. So as you know, like history, little bit, not that bulky, but it covers comprehensively for the defense exams. So I'll be able to touch the base of all the topics here. I may not be able to teach comprehensively each and every topic. So if you guys don't understand, you can feel free to reach on individual topics which you don't understand. But these slides are made in such a way that it's very crisp. Your entire NCRTs of geographies are okay. thoroughly checked and made this slides and PPT. So we'll start first. We'll start with the Indian geography. Please feel free to ask in between. Stop me if you guys have any doubt. Since it's only 1.5 hours to 2 hours, right? I'll keep on going like Vande Bharat Express. So please, this is like movie, 2 hours movie. If you guys have seen KGF movie, this is KGF movie. If you slip 1 minute or 2 minute of that side, this side, you might not get. So just 2 hours, pay attention. So web series we can do later, some 10-20 episodes when we have time. But this is 2 hours ka movie, geography movie. So let's start. Okay.
Sure,
First,
sir.
okay. First, geographical extent and frontiers. So, so this is our beautiful India. So what we say, latitude. Latitude are the horizontal lines. You might have studied. Latitude are the horizontal lines across the globe like this. So India extent is, so yeah, India's extent is 8 degree here to 37 degree. Okay, horizontal lines are latitude. The biggest latitude is 0 degree, which is equator. Equator is 0 degree. 0 degree latitude is the biggest latitude. That is the largest latitude, and it is equator. It is called equator. So longitudinal extent is the parallel lines, right? Like this it will go. So the parallel line east to 97 degree, 25 minutes east. This longitude is covered from 0 degree, the Greenwich meridian, no? Greenwich meridian, which is in UK, okay, Britain, that is considered as 0 degree. So to the east of that region is India. So to east of the British Europe is India. So from there 68 degree 7 minutes east, Gujarat it will start, and 97 degree 25 minutes east, our longitude. So if we want to have Google map, no, mapping of India, you can say it will be, latitude will be 8 degree 4 minute north and 37 degree 6 minute north, and longitude is 68 degree 7 minute east and 97 degree 25 minutes east. Clear? Okay. Now, total land border is 15,106 kilometers. And India shares the largest land border with Bangladesh here. See this border, no? And this chicken neck is in news. So this might be a current affairs plus geography, right? Chicken neck. Study about the chicken neck. What is chicken neck? And the seven sisters you need to study. Which are the seven sisters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram, Manipur, Nagaland. All this you have to know. And the standard meridian is, that is our time, Indian standard time is measured with this standard meridian, 82 degree 30 minutes. It will go somewhere near Kolkata. Here it will go. I think not Kolkata. Somewhere near UP it will go. Greenwich meridian time. It is also one of the longitude. And it is measured from, again, British UK. Greenwich meridian time is taken as standard. From there, it is 82 degree 30 minutes east, our Indian standard time. Clear, guys? That means 5 hours 30 minutes. That is every 15 degree, no, from Greenwich meridian, if we go eastwards, it is 1 hour. Since 82 degree 30 minutes, 15 5 is 75 degree, plus 7.5 degree will be 30 minutes. So 82 degree 30 minutes east is 5 hours 30 minutes from Britain. That is if Britain, if it is 12 a.m. here, had 5 hours plus 30 minutes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5:30 a.m. in the Indian time. Indian standard time will be 5:30 a.m. if 12 a.m. in the Britain standard time. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So India has a massive land mass and it is almost 2.4% of world's land mass. 2.4 or 2.5, I think. So that is not that much important, but these facts are important. Okay. Next, which are the important northernmost, southern, easternmost points? Okay, northernmost points, Indira Col, which is Siachen Glacier at an altitude of 5,764 meters. I think this is India's highest military checkpost point also, the Siachen Glacier point. And easternmost, the tiny town of Kibichu in Arunachal Pradesh. Which state, if you ask, no? Easternmost, Arunachal Pradesh. Northernmost, the Siachen Glaciers, Jammu, Kashmir. So the westernmost, Gujarat. Okay, Guhar Moti, Kutch. Kutch is in also news, right? Dispute of Kutch is there, that marshy land in the Gujarat region with Pakistan. The southernmost point is Indra Point, it is called, near Nicobar Island in the Andaman Sea. If you take Indian main island, no, Kanyakumari. Kanyakumari is the southernmost point of Indian mainland. If you take the islands also, the Indira Point in Great Nicobar Islands. These are all some factual points. Go through, nothing much to explain there. So what sometimes AFCAT question comes is important passes in our Himalayan regions. So in Jammu Kashmir, the important passes Zojila Pass of Zaskar Range. So Himalayan, no, Himadri. Then you have series of Himalaya mountains, Himadri, Himachal, then Zaskar ranges. Okay, we'll study it later in the class. So in between this region, no, where you can travel, these are called passes. These are called passes, where you can travel in between the mountains. These are valleys which are little bit flat and you can navigate through this. So these are called passes. In Jammu Kashmir, you have Zojila, the famous Zojila Pass in Zanskar range. In Himachal Pradesh, you have Baralachla, Shipkila, and Rohtang Pass. These are the passes that are safeguarded by Indian Armed Forces and the military checkposts and the BSF, Tibetan Force, all that. So these passes might be asked in the AFCAT or CDS. In Uttarakhand, you have Lipu Lake. Lipu Lake, Lampidura was in news. Why? Nepal, right? Nepal was claiming territory there. You have Mana Pass, Niti Pass, okay, in Uttarakhand. Lipu Lake also. In Sikkim, you have Natula, Jalepla. Okay, Natula is a very important pass for Sikkim. And in Arunachal Pradesh, the Bomdila and the Dihang Pass. So these were the important pass to reach the Tawang, the Battle of Tawang, right, in 1962. So this pass played very important role to protect our northeastern borders, or when we have to fall back, no, Bomdila and Dihang Pass. And the Western Ghats, we have Talghat, Borghat, Palghat. All these passes are there in the Western Ghats to cross over Eastern Ghats. To cross over Eastern Ghats. If you see Western Ghats here, right, and Eastern Ghats, to cross over, you have these passes: Talghat, Borghat, Palghat passes. Clear, guys? So these are the important mountain passes. No, you know what is pass to understand. So this is just factual points where one question might come. And these are the important frontiers and boundary lines of India. Between India and Pakistan, you have Radcliffe Line. Between India and China, you have McMahon Line. Between Pakistan and Afghanistan, you have Durand Line. This is not that important. These are the international boundary lines. 38th parallel, North and South Korea. Hindenburg Line, Germany and Poland. Maginot Line, France and Germany. Hodarnes Line, Germany. But these three, no, might be asked. Durand Line between Pakistan and Afghanistan. India, China, McMahon Line. Radcliffe Line between India and Pakistan. Right. When Pakistan was created in 1947, Radcliffe put a boundary between India and Pakistan. McMahon Line between India and China. So which China doesn't recognizes, that's why there's a dispute. No, we failed to keep Tibet as a buffer. So India's longest border, as I told, is with Bangladesh and shortest with Afghanistan. Even though it is with POK area, officially Afghanistan, we share border with Afghanistan. So that region, right? This region, no? Afghanistan and Indian border will be shared. And this is Silk Route. This Afghanistan border, no, it is Silk Route. It will connect to the famous Silk Route. And you can see that Afghanistan, small piece of land like this, no, where Pakistan, Tajikistan, Pak is there, Tajikistan is there, China is there, India is there. This corridor is called Wakhan Corridor. Wakhan, Wakan, Wakhan Corridor. Okay, Wakhan Corridor. So that was also in news. If they ask, I'm not sure they'll ask, but for information, this is Wakhan Corridor, and India officially has Afghanistan as a border, and it is the shortest border. Largest is Bangla. So now, see the latitudes which I was telling, no? The 23.5 degree north latitude is called Tropic of Cancer, and 0 degree is called Equator. 23, 23.5 degree south is called Tropic of Capricorn. Then you have Arctic Circle here, Antarctic Circle here. All right. Then you have South Pole here, North Pole here. This is 66 degree, 66 and off. Okay. Arctic and Antarctic Circle. This 23.5 degree north, no, Tropic of Cancer passes through 8 states of India. It passes through 8 states of India. So these are all just factual, but you need to know what are latitudes, what are longitudes, what are these lines. That you need to know, guys. That's all. So this passes through 8 states. So which are the states? Gujarat, Rajasthan. If you can see Gujarat, like this, it passes through. So Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura, Mizoram. And the nearest city, you might ask, UPSC has been asking in CDS these kind of questions. That's why I put this cities and Tropic of Cancer, which states, Indian Standard Time, which states. Okay. So these are the important cities. Gandhinagar in Gujarat, Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh, Ranchi in Chhattisgarh, Agartala, okay, in Tripura, Mizoram, West Bengal, Jharkhand. So 8 states. So Indian Standard Time, 82 degree, like this it will go. So 5 states, which one? UP, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh. So key city is Mirzapur. All right, you might have famous show, no? Netflix or Amazon. So meeting point with Tropic of Cancer is in Chhattisgarh. So Tropic of Cancer, which comes like this, meets with Indian Standard Time in Chhattisgarh. Both these lines coincide in Chhattisgarh. Clear? So these are just few important aspects about Indian geographical unit. The extent, the border, the important points, extreme points, important mountain passes, frontier and boundary lines, these three important Radcliffe, McMahon, Durand line. Then which are the Tropic of Cancer passing through states and Indian Standard Time passing through states. Clear? Now we will go structure and physiography of India. So how did Indian plate? See, plates are, according to geographical studies, our Earth, if you see, there is land plates as well as ocean plates floating on magma. You might take this land, you might take it as ocean. There is magma below. There is magma below, right? Which is semi-liquid state. So land and ocean plates are floating and constantly moving. It might be moving in any direction. So these are making and breaking new continents. So continents, what we today are dynamic and ever moving. It is not static. So our continent moved 4,600 million years ago. 4,600. Earth is 4,600 million years old, and that from when Earth started forming, no, endogenic forces are interior forces. Interior forces, that is the magma. Magma is called endogenic forces, right? Endo, inside. So internal crust movement was possible because of this inside magma movement. Inside magma movement within the earth. Exogenic forces are outside forces due to sun, wind, water. All right, all this weathering, erosion which you see, no, these are exogenic forces. This will degrade the This will degrade the land. Endogenic forces will help in building the lands normally, generally, as well as movement of plates. Plates will move. So there's a saying this Indian plate now broke from African plate. This is Africa. It broke from African plate. Okay. African plate, and it slowly traveled towards Russia. Okay, Russian Asia plate, and now it is colliding. This collision with Eurasian plate no led to our Himalayas here. So this didn't take now 100 years or 200 years. It took almost 500,000, 2,000 million years. Slowly it started breaking and traveling. Indian plate went here, Australian plate slowly traveled here, and it went here. You can see small, small plates also. Sunda, Burma plate, Eurasian plate, Arabian plate, Somali plate. You have ocean plates also. Indian Ocean plate, Pacific Ocean plate. Right? Millions of years ago, what happened? Indian plate was south of the equator and west. It was a part of African. Okay, part of larger African plate which broke as Indian plate and Australian plate. It broke off and moved north, colliding with the Eurasian plate. This is how Indian plate today has been formed. This led to the formation of so many physical geography like Himalayas. From Himalayas, you see the rivers coming through, right? From rivers, you see the northern plains, very fertile plains, northern. Then now, while going, there are something called sea mountains, which is spewing. It is spewing volcano. When India passed through this spewing volcano, no, it created the ridges here in the central India. So you see the central ridges here, as well as this old mountains here. Haravali mountains is in news, no, because of the mining and pollution there in Haryana, Rajasthan region. So these mountain geysers, no, started making this mountains also when it was moving in the Indian Ocean. So all these physical features no is responsible because of the movement of the Indian plate as well as the exogenic other forces. Guys, clear? Any doubt? See, these are all very wide topics you need to understand specifically, but I'm simplifying it and making you guys understand that there are plates, and when it started moving, there are physical geographical objects which made India what it is today. The Himalayas, the Western Ghats, right, the desert in Rajasthan, all this is responsible because of endogenic forces like plate movement, the magma movement, as well as the exogenic forces like weathering, sun, rain, water, snow. Okay, clear? Guys,
Yes, sir.
sleeping, awake? Okay,
Oh, yes, sir.
okay. So, which are the important three geological divisions that were created? First is the peninsular block. The peninsular block is this region, the peninsula. This region, peninsula. Right? Oldest, most stable landmass composed of ancient gneiss. Gneiss is like a hardened granite, okay, and granite also. And you see the Himalayas. The Himalayas are very young. Why? Because India collided with the Eurasian plate here. So young, weak, and flexible fold mountains. Fold mountains means they are folded like this and formed. There are block mountains like this, and there are fold mountains. These are Himalayan mountains are fold mountains. That's why in between the fold you see valleys. So these valleys you find passes, which we studied there. So these are due to tectonic origin. Plates are moving, no? So tectonic origin. Then you see Indo-Gangetic plain. So Himalaya brought all the important rivers, right? Brahmaputra came like this, Ganga came, Yamuna came, Indus went like this towards Pakistan. So this you need not know the technical word, what is geosynclical and all. The depression, no, like this, the depression filled with river sediments over 64 million years. So all the rivers going to Bay of Bengal, no, it brought huge sediments from the Himalayas. It brought huge sediments from the Himalayas and filled the northern plains. We'll see it in the next upcoming slides. So you can see here this peninsula block, right? So boundaries, Kutch here, along Aravalli range of Rajasthan here, here Ganga Delta. All this belongs to peninsular India. It extended here also, almost. The black one which I am. Karbi Anglong is in Assam, Meghalaya Plateau, Rajasthan till west. So what are the features? Relict mountains. These are old mountains. Aravali, be it Aravali, Nalamala, okay, in Andhra Pradesh, Javadi, Velikonda, all these are very old mountains, very old mountains. You can see rift valleys also, okay, rift valleys. So what are rift valleys? So there is a rift in between the, like this. So this rift here, no, here. So rivers will flow along this rift valleys in between the mountains. So you have Narmada first here, then Tapi in Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. So Mahanadi, these are the three rivers flowing in rift valleys. These are stable tableland and they have very shallow river valleys. Not like mountain where you have large V-shaped valleys in mountain. These are shallow river valleys. Okay, and stable land. So earthquakes are very less normally where in peninsula, but in Himalaya, all this no, they are very prone to earthquakes. Clear? The peninsular block, the oldest mountains are found here. This is stable land and very old land. This is all what you have to know. So the Himalayan mountains, unlike rigid peninsular block, these are young, flexible, and undergoing transformation. So what is the origin? Tectonic collision. Already I told the plates no colliding each other. So collision, compression is there. Rocks no metamorphic. I'll explain what is metamorphic later. Metamorphic is under huge pressure and temperature. No, rocks are formed. So examples are schist, gneiss, and some of the other rocks are granites. Okay, you can see the ranges. First Karakoram ranges, then Ladakh Himalayan ranges, then Zaskar Himalayan ranges. In between you find passes. Okay, the Greater Himalayas, then Himachal, then Himadri. Okay, Shivalik range. Okay, you can ask from left to right. You can give image and ask in CDS also, not only AFCAT. First will come Karakoram, then Ladakh, then Zaskar range. Okay, then Fir Panjal range, then Shivalik range. See image. I've given the image so that you can properly see. Okay, what are the landforms? Gorges. Okay, like this river will be flowing and it will form gorges. It can be V-shaped also. Valleys, rapids. Suddenly you see rapid flow, waterfalls, everything are the landforms of Himalayan rivers, indicating youthful stage. So length of this Himalayas is 2,500 kilometers from east to west, from northeast almost to west. And width is anywhere between 160 to 400 kilometer from north to south. Clear? Not that much important, just factual information. You guys need to know which are the ranges here. The Karakoram, Ladakh, Zanskar, Pir Panjal, and Shivalik range. Okay, passes which we have already discussed. So, which are the important divisions of Himalayas? You have northern and northeast mountains, and then you have northern plains below the mountains, right? Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra, which brings huge alluvial deposits from these rivers. Then you have the peninsular plateau. Then in the west you have the Indian desert, right? In Rajasthan and bit of Gujarat. So Marustali, her Thar desert. You have the coastal plains, the east coast and the west coast. And you have the islands. In Bay of Bengal you have Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and in Arabian Sea you have Lakshadweep Island group. Clear? So Himalayan ranges hierarchy is Greater Himalayas, which is also called Himadri. These are the tallest mountains. Okay, these are the inner central Himalayas. Granite core. Okay, not required that much. Abrupt syntaxial bends are these bends like this. It will happen. No, these bends will happen. And important peaks are Nanja Parbat and Namcha Barwa in northeast. In northwest of India, Nanja Parbat and Namcha Barwa in northeast region. So you will ask only the mountains and it belongs to which type of Himalayas. That you have to know. Next, middle Himalayas, it's also called Himachal. After Himadri, Himachal, elevation drops from 7,000 to 3,500, 4,500 meters. Steep bare southern slopes and gentle forest cover in the northern slope. You will see the forest cover start here. Then you have Shivalik range. We saw in that image no early. Outer hills around 600 to 1,500 meters. So unbroken chain from Potwar Plateau to Brahmaputra Valley. From Potwar Plateau almost from Uttarakhand till Brahmaputra Assam Valley. So and Teesta River in between near Sikkim, no, it breaks. So these are just the part of Himalayas. Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik Hills. So northwestern Himalayas, we'll just see. Questions mostly are focused on Himalayas. So I have dwelled a little deep. So Kashmir Himalayas. So these are the northwest Himalaya. So there are glacial deposits. The glacial deposits are called karevas. Glaciers, no, they also flow once they melt and they bring a deposits called karevas. These are glacial clay. So these are perfect for saffron cultivation. You can see saffron cultivation only in Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, right? The ranges are Karakoram, Ladakh, Zanskar, and Pir Panjal ranges, which we saw earlier. See here. Which are the lakes? Dal and Ular are freshwater lakes. Pangong So Moriri or saltwater lake. Pangong So was in news because of Chinese invasion, right? And glaciers are Siachen Glacier, Baltaro Glacier. There are so many rivers like Shok River, Nobra River, small rivers, but these are important rivers. And rivers that flows there are Indus, Jhelum, Chenab, okay, and others are Ravi, Bias, Satluj are also flowing, but not in Jammu Kashmir. They are in Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab. Right? Is it too fast, guys? I have to do it in 2 hours. So if you guys have any doubt, just keep your ears open now. Read once PDF, whatever I have taught you. And if you guys have any doubts, then you can ask freely in WhatsApp or you can call me also. Or we can have a session also. After Himadri, okay, after Northwestern Mountains, we have Himachal and Uttarakhand section. So you see dune formation. You see no Dehradun, Kota Dune. Okay. All these dunes are in Himachal and Uttarakhand section. So longitudinal valleys with coarse alluvium. Okay. Alluvium deposits in the valley region. So cultural features inhabited by Bhotias. Bhotias are practicing transhumans. That is, they'll take their ships in summer to this upper mountain regions and they'll bring back during winter. So the grasslands there are called Bugyal grasslands. These were also in news because access was not there in Uttarakhand, okay, in Jammu Kashmir because of Chinese invasion. So it is also Uttarakhand also is home for Valley of Flowers, right? Valley of Flowers National Park and all these Prayag regions, no? 5 Prayags. Clear? Very basic, very factual. Just that you have to revise multiple times to remember this. So now we will see the eastern part, the Darjeeling and Sikkim Himalayas. Okay, fastest rivers like Teesta River flows, and Mount K2 is India's highest peak. However, it is in Pakistan occupied Kashmir, Jammu Kashmir, right? And highest peak here is Kanchenjunga or Kanchengiri in the eastern part, the Darjeeling and Sikkim. Our second highest Indian mountain after Mount K2 is Kanchenjunga. So tribes here are Lepcha. Okay, they also will go practice this kind of transhumance. So British no planted tea here due to very thick soil, high organic content, and mild winters in this region. So you can see Assam, Sikkim, West Bengal tea plantations. And here there are formations of duars, which are useful, no? This step like. So this will replace Shivalik. Okay, replace Shivaliks, not much use, but you can put tea leaves here, tea plantations here. So these are called what? Duar. Clear, guys? Then we'll see Arunachal Himalayas, right? These are very unique, peculiar, very difficult, very bent Himalayas. All right. You can see the river Brahmaputra crossing, okay, almost going to Tibet and then crossing and coming back and entering Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. You can see river gorges. So there are important rivers like Kameng, Subansiri, Dihang, Dibang, Lohit. All these are rivers, tributaries of Brahmaputra. They are. Okay, tributaries of Brahmaputra and very high potential for hydroelectric. However, we have to be careful because of the seismic activities. Now, the ethnic tribes here are Monpa, Dafla, Abor, Mishmi, Nishi, Nagas. They all practice a kind of shifting cultivation where forest, no, they'll clear this patch of land, they'll grow. After fertility is lost, they'll clear next set of forest and again they will grow. This is called shifting cultivation. Shift. Once this is done, again they'll come back to here. This type of cultivation is called jumming cultivation. So they'll shift. After some years, they'll shift once the fertility is lost. They won't practice like what we practice standard, no standard farming. So this is called shifting cultivation. You have rich biodiversity here, okay, preserved by indigenous communities. And since the topography is very rugged, it limits transportation also. That's why Northeast India is very difficult to access. One that and the corridor, no, very small, that Siliguri corridor or the Chicken's Neck. From there, we are connecting to the mainland India. And the topography is making it difficult to connect. Guys, clear? So, eastern hills, which are the important hills, are Patkai, Nagai, Manipur Hills, Mizo. Okay, all these are the important hills. And one of the floating lake is found in Manipur. It is called Loktak Lake. It is called floating lake. Guys, my voice is clear?
Yes, sir, it's audible, sir.
Okay, okay. So it is in Manipur. It's called the floating lake. Okay. So these are some of the important features. So these are different parts of Himalayas only, which I have discussed. The northwestern Himalayas, the northern, central northern Himachal and Uttarakhand section, the eastern part, and the northeast part. Okay, Patkai, Nagai, Manipur Hills, Mizo Hills are in the eastern region. In Arunachal, Meghalaya, okay, in those region it will come. Lushai Ranges, Patkai, Nagai, all these hills. So now we'll see how the, yeah guys, okay, See, these are Himalayas. From here, when we come, first Himalayas, then you have stone structures here called Babar. Okay, we'll see how the northern plains are formed. From here, rivers start flowing, right, and coming like this. Okay, pardon my handwriting. So this extended 3,200 kilometers and width of 150 to 300 kilometers, this much, and this extend from west to east. Okay, Babar is where the big rocks. No, when river comes and breaks the mountains, they will deposit these big rocks. These are called Babar. These are 8 to 10 kilometer narrow belt where river will disappear and it will flow inside below the boulder. Then you have marshy region where you can see little vegetation. Mosses can be seen. These are 10 to 20 kilometer marshy belt. Rivers will re-emerge again here. Then you have Bangar. Bangar is old deposits. First, they deposited big rocks. Then small pellets, no, they'll deposit here. And these are very rich. That's why agriculture, you can see those, this belt, no, this belt. So this complete belt, no, it is very much fertile land. This old alluvial deposit as well as new alluvium deposit. Old is called Bangar. Bangara, Chinna is old. Khadar is new alluvium deposit. These deposits will happen here. Bangar will happen here. Khadar will happen here. So these are very fertile land. So these are called the northern fertile plains. Clear? Understood? These are some of the features formed by the lakes. Lake at Eng, what will form? All these gorges, V-shaped valleys, waterfalls. Okay, when it is very young, when it is just entering. Once it enters the northern plains, no, it forms oxbow lake, sandbars, meanders, okay, braided channel. Finally, it will go to ocean and it will form deltas there also. These are some of the words you have to remember. In detail, if I start doing, no, oxbow lake will take 15-20 minutes to explain. Okay, when the river comes, no, they'll form small lake called oxbow lake. So sand, once they deposit, it will act as a bar, sandbars. So river will start slowly meandering like this because it gets heavy and water flow is less once you come to plain. So that is called meander. Then you have a braided channel, deltas. All these are the landforms formed by rivers in the Indo-Gangetic plain. Clear, guys? Himalayas, Babar stones, Tarai, then the alluvial deposits. Okay, then you will go to ocean forming deltas. Any doubts there? I hope it's clear. We'll go to next slide then. The peninsular plateau. This elevation is less. It's stable. Okay. The plateau. Plateau means what? Mountains are high hills. Plateau is stable landmass. Elevation is around 600 to 900. When we say elevation, it is always measured from the ocean. Okay. 0 degree to ocean. 600 to 900 meters. Okay. And they are relatively flat. So features are block mountains. I told you block mountains are like this. Okay, relatively flat. Fold mountains are like this. So what are they forming? They are forming tors, block mountains, rift valleys. Okay, wall-like structure called dikes. Simply they will be having abraded walls like this. Okay, you might have seen in southern and western central India, some mountains or some blocks will be just abraded and it will be standing like this. These wall-like structure are called dikes. And you see predominant black soil. This black soil came from those mountain geysers, which I told you, no? Mountain geysers, when India was passing through, when this Indian plate was passing through the ocean, they, through all these mountain volcanic rocks, these volcanic rocks are black soils. This volcanic rocks, right? Volcanic rocks formed black soil. So you see in Maharashtra, Northern Karnataka, this plateau region, no? You see it is famous for cotton, growing cotton and chili. Black soil is very good for cotton and chili. It has high humus. Okay. Then you have complex ravines also. Chambal, Bind, okay, Morena, all these rivers, complex ravings like rift valleys and braided sections. Very much land is semi-degraded, you can say. All these ravings are semi-degraded lands. You can see that Chambal, no? You just type Chambal, the Chambal Valley. You see nothing but just very plain braided land regions there. Okay, divided into three groups. The peninsular Deccan Plateau, this one, the Deccan Plateau, the Central Highlands, this one, and Northeastern Plateau. This Chota Nagpur, Ranchi, Meghalaya, all this. Okay, need not go into very depth. AFCAT will not ask. In AFCAT, you won't get very depth question, but you guys need to know. So, Malwa Plateau, Malwa, Bagelkhand. If these names are coming, Chota Nagpur, these are plateaus. Very fill in the blanks kind of questions are asked. So, Western versus Eastern Ghats. So, Western Ghats versus Eastern Ghats. After coast, you'll get the Western Ghats. So, they are little bit more elevated, highly continuous. Average height is around 1500 meters, higher than the Eastern Ghats. Highest peak is Annaimudi, okay, 2700 meters, 695 meters. And most of the rivers no flow eastwards from Western Ghats because southwest monsoons no. Ours is called monsoon rains, right? Wind will blow like this, taking rain, and when it touches the Western Ghats, no, the cloud will drop all the water here, and rivers will originate here. Okay, except Narmada, Tapi, some of the western flowing rivers, no, all are eastern only. If you see Krishna, Kaveri, Penneru, all these rivers, no, Vaigai in Kerala, Vaigai river, all these flows eastwards only. Okay, most of the peninsular rivers is through Western Ghats. These are also called Sayadris. Okay, Sayadris. 70% of the Western Ghats, no, forest is in Karnataka. So highest is in Karnataka. So meeting point, no, of all these Western Ghats, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, all this is near Nilgiri points. To cross over here, already I told you, no, Palghat Pass is a famous pass. To cross from Western Ghats region to Eastern Ghat region. These are discontinuous and very low hills. Okay, lower and highly eroded. These are eroded. While rivers bring no water, so they are eroding this Eastern Ghats and making it become less hilly like region and more flat. So highest peak here is Mahendragiri and highly dissected by this river action flowing from peninsular. Okay, peninsula, Western Ghats. Sorry, not peninsula. Yeah, peninsular rivers. That is from Western Ghats to Eastern. This river action no erodes the Eastern Ghats mountains and making it more flat. And this sand deposits that is happening, no, they'll form more delta here. Delta is nothing but sand and alluvial deposits. All these rivers, no, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, they are forming deltas here. So this coast, no, it is developing coast. Why? It is increasing because the deposits are coming here. So this is developing coast. Here, no, it is a degraded coast. No deposits, not much deposits in the western region. Here it is developing coast. Clear? How a river action can build our coastal forms also. You got this? So all these western rivers flowing towards east will deposit, forming a deltas and developing coast. Now we'll see the drainage or river networks and river system. See, this is UPSC level of questions, but just to
Sir,
your knowledge of, yeah.
sir, regarding the Western Ghats
uh,
and the type of vegetation that actually regarding that forest and all, like what kind of like it will be a evergreen forest or a tropical kind of thing?
it's a tropical evergreen forest.
Okay.
You have equatorial evergreen forest between 10 degree north and 10 degree south latitude, about 10 degree to 23 degree, no? The thin region,
Sir.
this region, this section after the coastal belt, no? These are tropical evergreen
Okay.
forest. We'll come to it in the next slides. Okay?
Fine, sir. Thank
Yeah. Okay. See, these are the drainage systems. So variety of rivers can form through rivulets, right? Small rivulets can join, streams can join and form big river or big stream, which again can join another big river like this, right? So variety of drainage patterns can be seen. So first of all, what is drainage pattern? So drainage, in house we will use drainage to take the water, but in river systems, no. Drainage is wherever the water is coming and joining the river, no, it's called the drainage. So, for example, this is entire land section where all the water is coming. This will be the drainage. This is drainage one. This again, some river might be flowing here. If it goes this side, no, right side, this will be the watershed. Watershed is the boundary separating one drainage basin from the second one, the second drainage basin. Okay, here you can see in this trellis pattern, this line acts as a watershed between river 1 here and river 2 here. Okay, understood this? What is watershed? What is drainage? This, if you guys know, no. Then different types of river formation you can just see here. That is not very much important. So there is trellis, there is parallel. If parallel you have branches kind of thing, it is trellis. Okay, centripetal, where rivers from all the highlands come to low point and then it will flow. Ulta of this is radial. If it is Himalayas, no, river all will flow outside like this, radial. And rectangular, and if you have with rectangular more branches kind of things, rectangular like this, rivers are joining, and if you have branches joining to rectangle, it is called dendritic. Clear, not much important, just you should know what is watershed, what is drainage, and different types of rivers can be formed, right, based on the topography of the land, based on how land is built. Okay, how our land is there, based on that rivers can form various patterns. Clear, not much important, you should know what is watershed. So what is drainage? Drainage means all the region which forms the river basin. So sea discharge, no, most of the rivers discharge in Bay of Bengal, 77%, and very less, 23% of the water, no, rivers will discharge in Arabian Sea in the west, Bay of Bengal in the east. That's why if you see Arabian Sea will be more salty also, because less water, no, evaporation will be happening almost same, but more water will be forming, will be going through Bay of Bengal. Which are the rivers? Ganga, Brahmaputra, Mahanadi, Krishna. Okay, so you can see our land now is slowly tilted towards east. Up here at west, little bit down towards east. So all the rivers are flowing west to east. Majority of the, some region where rivers are forming this side, no, they are going towards west. That's all. Like Indus, Narmada, Tapi, Mahi, Periyar, all this. Okay. These are separated by like Delhi Ridge, Aravali, Sayadris in the western region. So if you see our Indian landmass is tilted towards east. West it is little bit up and east little bit. It might be 4-5 degrees only, but the tilt is enough for the river to drain eastwards. Clear? We'll see some of the important river systems that AFCAT or CDS questions might come. Indus River. Okay. Indus consists of Indus and Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Bias, Sutlej. That much you have to know. In depth, you need not know. Okay. Origin is Kailas Mountain. Okay. Tibet. Known as Singi Kambon, Lion's Mouth in Tibet. Here. Origin. Okay. You need not know all this where Jhelum, where Chenab, where Ravi. Okay. All this originates, but you have to know where is Indus is originating in Tibet, and it's also known as Singi Kamban, and which are its tributaries. Okay, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Bias, Sutlej. India has a Indus water treaty with Pakistan also. No, it suspended when Operation Sindoor was there. So if examiner is interested in asking question, no, it might come from Indus Valley, or in polity if he's asking Indus treaty. Okay, World Bank negotiated the treaty. Indus Treaty between Pakistan and India. Next, Ganga. Okay, the holiest of the river after Saraswati. Now the Ganga is the holiest. It rises at Bhagirathi in Gangotri Glacier and becomes Ganga at Devaprayag after meeting its sister Alakananda. Adala, Bhagirathi, it is originating. Then at Devaprayag, all these Prayags, no, it is meeting Alakananda and forming Ganga. Yamuna is the longest tributary. This is Yamunotri Glacier, joins at Prayagraj. And right bank, when rivers is flowing, you have left bank and you have right bank. All right. From left, when rivers is flowing, see it's from direction. Left is this, right is this. So left bank tributaries are Ramganga, Gomati, Gagra, Gandak, Kosi. Kosi is also called Sara of Bengal, right? It will always shift its direction and kill many people. It causes floods also. Mahananda. Right bank, this side from right. Whichever way river is going, its right side is this side, its left side is. If you see, if you imagine yourself seeing like this, no, river going this, your right side will be here, left side will be here. So left tributaries are Ramganga, Gomti, Gagra, Gandak, Kosi. This side. Right side tributaries are Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Ken Betwa, okay, into Yamuna, and where Yamuna also will join, and Son River. These are the important tributaries. Mainly, if he asks rivers, no, Ganga is the main question which he asks. So remember Ganga system and Indus Valley because it is in news. Another important is the Brahmaputras. Okay. Its origin also is in Chemyungdung Glacier. It's also called Sangpo River in Tibet. In Tibet, it's called Sangpo River. And it takes a great bend, great tilt axial bend here, and it comes through Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, it enters India near Dubri. Dubri is in Arunachal Pradesh. It is known by different names in Bangladesh, like Jamuna in Bangladesh and Padma. Okay, all these small rivers, no, join, and even Ganga will join. It form a great delta here. This region here you can see, no, this is great Gangetic Brahmaputra delta. Delta here. Okay. Heavy floods can be seen in northeast, no, Assam floods, all this because of Brahmaputra. Channel shifting, massive sediment will be loading. That's why when China is building dams here, no, it's a great cause of concern because the entire northeast, this fragile geographic region, is dependent on this Brahmaputra river flow. If suddenly China releases river here, no, it will flood entire northeast as well as Bangladesh. Important tributaries here you have to remember is Dihang, Loit, Subansiri, Tista. Tista is here Sikkim. Okay, this here it will come Tista and Meghna. These are the important tributaries of Brahmaputra to be remembered. So guys, clear? Important three rivers are the Indus, the Ganga, and the Brahmaputra. If any questions will come, it will come in these three rivers only. So the peninsular how drainage water system came is subsidence. western flank, no, the western flank submerged below sea level during tertiary period. This is one of the phases in geology, that is millions of years ago. Western flank submerged. So the northern flank subsidence led to through faulting. Okay, western flank submerged, northern faulted, so they formed a gorge here in central part of India. This created rifts between the land. So these are called rift valleys. So two rivers flows here towards left, towards western part, that is towards Arabian Sea. One is Narmada, one is Tapi. Narmada and Tapi, which are the rivers that are flowing through rift valleys? Question comes. It is Narmada and Tapi. So you can see the tilt also here from northwest to southwest, like this. Here it is down, here it is up. So slight tilting of block from northwest to southeast. That's why rivers, most of the peninsular rivers are flowing eastwards in southern region also, right? That's why they will also put water where? In Bay of Bengal only. Clear guys? Peninsula drainage system. Major east flowing rivers, we'll just see. I've just made a table. Mahanadi, okay, in Chhattisgarh, see their tributaries, okay. Just see it before 1 day or 2 days tributaries and go if any question comes. Mahanadi, another important river. Origin is in Nasik, Maharashtra. It's also called Dakshin Ganga. Which river is called the Dakshin Ganga? The second holiest river in the southern part of India, the Ganga, Dakshin Ganga is called Godavari. Their tributaries, Ganga, Indravati, Pranahita, Manjra. Krishna also in Maharashtra, Mahabaleshwar, in the Sayadri, okay, Western Ghats. Important tributaries are Koina, Tungabhadra and Bhima. Kaveri is one of the another important river in Brahmagiri Hills in Karnataka. And the important tributaries are Kabini, Bhavani, okay, not Amaravati, Hemavati. Okay, please correct that, Hemavati. So Kaveri, no, it's one of the river which is annual river. See, because mountain feeds the northern rivers, no, in the northern part of rivers, mountain feeds during summer, and during rainy season water will feed. So they are continuous rivers. Okay, they are year-long rivers. However, in southern, only during rainy season rivers will flow. In summer, rivers might dry up. But Kaveri, no, Kaveri will get rain during June, July, August, September also. During retreating monsoons, no, November, December also, it will rain in Tamil Nadu, this part of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, okay, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, it will rain. So Kaveri carries water almost throughout the years. Even though summer it will be less, but it will carry. Clear? See, nothing here but factual. So major west flowing rivers I have again given you guys. Narmada, Tapi, you have to remember, that's all. Mahi and Sabarmati in central India. Okay, nothing much you have to remember there. Narmada, Tapi, Mahi and Sabarmati are western flowing rivers. That's all. Now we'll see the climate and how rain is affecting. So which are the important determinants of climates? Latitude. Okay, latitude, as I told, where India is situated. Himalayas. Himalayas has a very direct link to our climate. Okay, it acts as a shield against the cold winds that are flowing from Siberia. If you see, Tibet is very barren. And the Xinjiang region, no, China, Western China region is very barren there. Because of the cold Siberian winds coming from Russia, Asia, no? The northern part of Asia, Russia, Siberian Asia. But Himalayas, what they act? They act as a barrier towards this wind, and they keep our region, no, below Himalayas relatively warm compared to this desert, barren desert in Tibet and the Western China. And water distribution, you already seen rivers, and the altitude also, no. Temperature decreases with height. So as height decreases, temperature also with height. As you go top, temperature decreases. When you come down, temperature increases. So mountains are cooler. this will form, okay, a monsoon, a cyclical effect, where monsoon will go up, it will become very cold, and it will come down heavy, temperature is high, so it will melt, it will make water to fall in the plain region. Okay, again the clouds will form, it is too cold, okay, it will become solid, crystalline, again come down, rain. And this mountains, no, Himalayas will act as a barrier so that wind will not go, or these clouds will not go above Himalayas towards China. And distance from sea, okay, is called continentality effect. See, now it is very much cold in Bangalore, it will be even more cold in Delhi. But if you are near ocean, no, if you are near coastal region, ocean will have a moderating effect. It will moderate the temperature. If it is 10-degree here in Bangalore, it will be around 20-24 degree in maybe Kannur or Mangalore, okay, or in Gujarat. This, okay, land having more cold and not affected by ocean's moderation effect is called continentality. I think this was CDS question. I don't remember which year, but this question was asked. Okay, Delhi facing severe cold, whereas the coastal region not facing so much. This phenomenon is due to continentality. Distance from sea, the land's distance from sea also affects the climate of the region. Clear? Understood now? And the relief. Okay. How is the wind blowing? Is it windward or is it leeward? Okay. If wind is rising up the mountain, it is called windward. When wind is coming down the mountain, it is called leeward. Okay. When it is climbing, windward. When it is coming down, leeward. When it is climbing, no, it will make the wind stop and all the rain will fall here. That's why Western Ghats region, this side, no, so much of evergreen forest, because this mountains will stop the windward side of southwest monsoon winds carrying moisture. And once it crosses this side, if it comes, it is called, after the mountain, it is called leeward. This is dry area again. You can observe, if you see, this is very much evergreen forest, more rain. This side suddenly it is deciduous or dry forest and less rain. Leeward side is less rain, windward side is more rain. You can see how relief, okay, relief, geographical relief also acts as a determinant of climate. Okay, our climate, how much rain we get, what is the temperature, how much moisture, everything is determined. Clear? Go through once again. So I hope I have explained every points here. So what will happen in winter? So due to continental effect, winter, no, it will become severely cold here. Okay. Surface pressure and winds over Central and Western Asia dominate. Okay, there are so many winds like this flowing, surface winds, there are planet winds. Okay. Cold wind will set here. All the central region, Delhi, okay, UP, Uttar Pradesh. So it forms a high pressure center. See, whenever you boil something, it will become low pressure. And if you boil a water, you see hot water, once it get hot, it will go high and low pressure. Temperature, if it is high, it will go up and pressure will be low. And cold water will come down. So this is called high pressure zone. So when it is cold, it will create a high pressure center in the Himalayan region. This, okay, this region, as well as this is severely cold because of Siberian winds. Okay. So surface winds blow as dry continental air mass. So the winds that blow now is very dry in this region. And there are something called jet streams. Okay. So they are coming from west. They bring some western disturbances. So they origin in Mediterranean region near Italy, and they bring winds, okay, in winter region. These are very cold winds. Okay. Now what? These are called western disturbances. Now what Delhi is going through in this winter, no? These are western disturbances or also called westerly jet. Okay. Sometimes it carries rain also. There is rain also in November, December or January cold region due to this western jet streams. It's also called western disturbances. Cold winds is coming from here. It is coming from Siberian region. This entire plateau will become very cold. Okay. However, this region is not that much cold. Okay. Why? Because of ocean effect. Okay. Ocean will moderate the temperature, down temperature. No. The ocean's temperature will go. Ocean winds will blow from ocean to land. Whenever the temperature heats up here or cools up here, no. Ocean will take the wind from ocean to land and land to ocean. I'll explain properly. For example, in night it is very cold. What happens? Cold means high pressure. I already told. Low pressure. Always wind will flow from high pressure to low pressure, right? Anything, any fluid will flow from in physics high pressure to low pressure. Wind is also a fluid. So cold wind will flow from land to ocean, and hot water, no, hot water will go back to land. So hot wind will flow from ocean to land in winter, vice versa in summer. So if it is cold also, this ocean's hot wind will come and moderate the temperature in the coastal and semi-coastal region. And in winter, in October, November, you can see the northeast or retreating monsoon. Southwest monsoons are like this during June, July, right? June to September, you might know monsoons. But retreating monsoons will come like this, okay, from western region, and it will make the rain fall in eastern part of southern eastern part of India, in Arunachal, sorry, in Andhra Pradesh, in Odisha, Tamil Nadu, okay, little bit of southern Kerala, Tamil Nadu as well. In the winter, rain is falling through this eastern part of India. This is clear what's happening in winter. In summer, what's happening? So we'll see in physical geography, Earth is tilted like this, 23.5 degree. Earth is not straight. Okay. Earth is tilted, 23 degree it is tilted. So what happens? There is a zone called ITCZ zone. ITCZ zone is a intertropical convergence zone. Okay. This is the zone where sun's temperature is highest. It is around 10 to 15 degree north, 10 to 15 degree north and 10 to 15 degree south. So since Earth is rotating, no, this rotating as well as revolving around the sun, right? Revolving around the sun. This is sun. This is rotating and revolving. So you can see this region ITCZ will shift here when Earth comes here, and when Earth comes here, ITCZ will shift here, the southern region. Because of this tilt, 23.5 degree tilt, I'll explain it in later. It will be very clear for you guys. So you must know that it is a very high temperature zone and it is shifting. Okay. Since India is in 88 degree and 23 degree, no, ITCZ will shift from here to here. So from southern part of India to northern part of India during summer. That you have to understand now. Clear? ITCZ is a high temperature zone. Whenever it's a high temperature zone, pressure is very less. Remember that pressure and temperature are inversely related. That you remember. So ITCZ, which was still here in summer, what it happens? It will shift the central India. So when temperature is high, it's a low pressure zone. It moves over Gangetic plain. It's also called monsoon trough. Whenever there is a low pressure, what I said, it will create suction force, right? Always wind or fluid will flow from high pressure region to low pressure region. In March, April, May, this Tibet plateau, okay, and the central Indian plateau will started heating up. Once heating up, pressure will drop. When there is a low pressure, high pressure okay, region of Indian Ocean, okay, the western region of the India, right? It will start gathering moisture here, and slowly the wind will start flowing in June. This is very unique to Indian region, this monsoon region. Okay, not required all this. So what happens now? Easterly jet will flow. There is a unique flow of easterly rivers. See, easterly means it is coming from east. It's like our bus. Westerly means coming from west. Northernly means coming from north. Southerly means coming from south. So from which direction? It is like which direction bus is coming, like that. Westerly coming from west. So what happens when it is very much too hot? Local winds will generate. Local wind, hot, very dry winds will generate. These are called lu. In winter, westerly disturbance will create. Here, local winds will create very hot, dry. Sometimes you can see hot wave warning in Delhi, okay, in Rajasthan during March, April. These are these winds are called lu. Hot winds are called lu. This much you have to understand. And this heat buildup and low pressure, no, will develop this southwestern monsoons, and this high pressure river system, ocean system will make the will take the moisture, and it will start coming towards lower pressure. When it starts coming, this western ghats no block it, and here rain will fall. That's why huge rainfall here. And wind will also go from here, and it will start coming towards eastern parts of India. Here UP, Assam, Meghalaya. That's why you can see highest water, highest rain happens here. Why? And here. The Western Ghat, you will see evergreen forest, as well as in the northeast India, because river is going like this, and river I am telling. The winds are flowing like this, and the winds are flowing, the southwestern winds are flowing like this, and rotating towards lower pressure also. Okay, there are various forces. Why some winds are going like this? Why some winds, instead of going like this, turning left again? Because low pressure area, no, it is rotating, and there are forces called Coriolis force. Okay, all these are very in detail. We need not go through this, but you need to know how the winds are moving, how the southwest monsoons are getting the rain. This region as well as northeast. You can see Chirapunji, no, in Meghalaya, highest rain, and this Western Ghats. I think here Agumbe in Karnataka, highest rainfall happens here. Guys, clear? Any doubts? Please let me know once you guys are not sleeping. I'm not very boring. Please comment or tell anything. Talk. Guys, there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I explained now, I have just given here onset and entry of monsoons. So due to high temperature in the northern and the Tibetan plateau, no, there is intense heating of land mass. It attracts the southeasterly traits. Okay, no need to go in depth what is all this. So in equator, no, winds will be flowing. These are called easterly jets. What they form due to high temperature here, what they do, they will turn right and become southwesterly. Whichever direction it is coming from, we name those winds from those direction. So in equator, so these winds are flowing like this. So due to low pressure, this high pressure winds will turn right. There is one more force called Coriolis force also acting on it. In northern hemisphere, it will make the wind turn right towards your right. And in southern hemisphere, it will make to turn towards left. If you're going like this, it will turn left here. If you're going like this, and in northern hemisphere, if you go, it will turn right. This Coriolis force plus low pressure will make this easterly wind turn and make southwestern. So this will go as southwestern monsoons in June, July. and it will flow like this. Again, it will flow because of the low pressure, and rain will come to northeast India also, right? And it is not continuous. Suddenly there are some dry spells, right? In June it will rain heavily. In first week of July or second week of July, suddenly rain will stop. Okay, this is caused due to the breaking. It is called breaking of monsoons, because something, this easterly rotating, no, it might weaken suddenly. This temperature, low pressure might drop suddenly. All this may lead to break in monsoons. So there are some important phenomenons which is called El Nino and Indian Ocean Dipole. So this I'll explain you very briefly. See, there are oceans and there are oceans currents. Okay, the ocean is not static. There are under ocean currents continuously flowing. Whenever these currents changes their directions due to temperature or pressure fluctuations, no, they have an effect. These effects are called El Nino, and in Indian Ocean it is called Indian Ocean Dipole.
Dipole.
Okay, some region will get cooler, some region will get warmer. So whenever there is a El Nino, you need to know that India experiences monsoon deficit. India experiences monsoon deficit, El Nino. Okay. The other, when there is a positive rain, it's called La Nina. It is called La Nina. Okay. El Nino, when it is there, India will always have. It's a very complex. Even scientists are not able to understand properly that depth. AFCAT, there is no question, but you need to know that El Nino, monsoon deficit. La Nina, monsoon positive. Okay. I have explained it here, but you need not go through. This El Nino La Nina is called ENSO effect, periodic fluctuation in sea surface temperature, and this, okay, sea currents movement change. No, this will cause El Nino and La Nina. That much you need to know. El Nino, monsoon deficit. La Nina, positive monsoon. Again, Indian Ocean dipole will happen in Indian Ocean. The ocean currents between African continent and Indian continent, the ocean current changes the direction. Based on that, there is a positive IOD and negative IOD. When there is a positive IOD, no, Arabian Sea is warmer. So Arabian Sea is warmer, this region. Indonesia is colder. This region is colder. So what happens? High pressure to low pressure. Wind blow east to west, beneficial for Indian monsoon when there is a positive IOD. When there is a negative IOD, ulta. This region is warmer. So all the waves, all the current going from here, it will go to Indonesia region in negative IOD. So positive Indian Ocean dipole is good for monsoon. Negative IOD is bad for monsoon. El Nino is good for. Is it good? El Nino is bad for Indian monsoon. La Nina is good for Indian monsoon. Only this you have to remember. Okay. How it happens, what it happens, it's very detailed. If I start explaining, it will take a lot of time. So just you need to know what is El Nino, what is La Nina, what is Indian Ocean dipole. Okay. The change in ocean temperatures will lead to these effects. So season you already know. Mid-November to February is cold weather. So high pressure is there, western disturbance, northeast monsoon rain in Tamil Nadu and little bit Andhra. March to June, hot weather, excessive heat, pressure will fall, local storms, okay, called Lu, which I told you. And there are some showers also, mango shower, blossom shower in Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, all this region, no, mango showers, blossom showers. Little bit outbursts of water will happen, no, rain will happen in summer, no. Those are called mango showers and blossom showers. It will help for
And also,
mango. Yeah,
sir, and in Bangalore there will be a cherry blossom that
correct. Cherry blossom, no. It is spring season, almost late April and early May, before the monsoon sets in. It's good for mango, coffee, these crops. So sudden outbursts, heavy rainfall, and there are variations because there are monsoon breaks. Retreating monsoons. So when pressure creates in northern part, then monsoons will retreat and come back, and it will take the moisture here in the Bay of Bengal and make Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh get rain, and even Andaman and Nicobar also. So this is our season rhythm, rhythmic of seasons, 4 seasons, right? Summer, winter, monsoon, retreating monsoons. So local summer storms, already I told. Mango shower in Kerala, Karnataka. Blossom shower in coffee, okay, in Kerala, in Karnataka. So nor'westers, okay, in Bengal, Assam, there are some very dreaded local summer storms called Kalbasaki. Okay, they are very severe storms sometimes. It will affect the Assam tea with jute plantation. And you can see Lu in Rajasthan, in Gujarat, Delhi, okay, the northwestern part of India. Lu. So two branches which I told you, Arabian Sea branch, okay, Western Ghats, heavy rain, and Mumbai, Saurashtra. And Bay of Bengal branch will strike the northeast, Kolkata, Gangetic Plains. Tamil Nadu will get rain in retreating monsoons, okay, not in the southwest monsoons. Very less it might get rain. So I have given you the rainfall distribution with image here. So you can see whichever gets more, this region, right? Whichever has more rain, very dense forest also will be there. So more than 200 centimeter, western coast, the western Ghats, northeastern hill, Meghalaya. Okay, Mausinram is the world's highest. Average rainfall of India, fact I've given. Next medium, this region, 100 to 200 meters. Okay, Gujarat, East Tamil Nadu, Odisha, Jharkhand, Bihar, Gangetic Plain. Then low, western UP, Delhi, Punjab, Jammu Kashmir, eastern Rajasthan. Very inadequate, Ladakh, western Rajasthan, part of peninsular rain shadow area. Okay, rain shadow area, Ladakh, all these are less than 50 centimeters. This desert, even less, 20 centimeter below. Clear? It is pictorially depicted here. You can just see it. Not much to explain, guys. So we'll go forward. So vegetation based on the rainfall. So you already know tropical evergreen, more than 200 centimeter. Okay, in the Western Ghats and Andaman Nicobar Islands and in the northeast region. Rosewood, mahogany, ebony are the important trees. Then you have tropical deciduous. This is almost 60% of our forest. No, largest forest are tropical deciduous forest of India. Okay, 70 to 200 centimeter. Important are teak, sal, shisham, sandalwood. Very commercially valued trees are there in tropical deciduous. Then you have tropical thorn, less than 50 centimeter. Babul, bear, wild date palm, khair trees. Okay. Then mountain, the mountain region. No, it is dependent on altitude. So in the mountain, you will see tree line. Then you will see herbs and shrubs. Then you will see only mosses, and there are no species. When you go up the altitude, up the height. So you can see oak, chestnut, pine, deodar, walnut, all this in the mountain region. Then you have littoral and swamp region. Okay, these are also wetlands. Okay, the delta region. Famous are mangroves. So famous mangrove is Sundari trees. Okay, these are adapted. Okay, these are salt tolerant plants. Salt tolerant, and they put the salt outside of the trees. So this will be in swamps, littoral. Okay, they are delta region, this region. Okay, here Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, all this region. In Kutch region also you can see littoral swamps. Is clear? Major forest types. I have given the distribution also here. You can just go through once. Okay, where are the evergreen forests? Check there. Deciduous forest, you can see largest forest is covered by deciduous. Then you have tropical thorn. Okay, mountain forest in the Himalayas here. And you have mangroves here, little bit here, little bit here. Okay, highest is this mangroves, Kolkata, Bangla. Okay, clear? So some important social forestry concepts are there where UPSC might ask. Urban forestry is raising trees on public or private land in urban cities. So agroforestry, in agriculture property only if you have trees, then agroforestry. Community forestry, so on community will come. Okay, some for example you might have seen sacred groves, right? Sacred groves are famous, very famous in Kerala. No, in Karnataka also. Devarakadu, all this in Coorg, okay, Madikeri. Some of the sacred, I think, groves you guys might have known in Kerala. So these are community forests, okay, temple lands, communities coming together to protect the lands. Then you have farm forestry. Farmers growing trees for commercial or non-commercial use on farmland. It's almost same as agroforestry. Okay. This is for commercial purpose. This is for just food, fodder, and fuel. Urban forestry, agroforestry, community forestry, farm forestry. This is concepts of social forestry to increase the forest land, to increase the forest percentage. So soils. Okay. So soil also takes thousands of millions of years to form. Soils are first rock, okay, rock material. Then what happens? Small microorganisms will burrow and start to heat it, disintegrate it. Okay, this will form subsoil. Slowly masses, okay, lichens, mosses will form. Then organic content, something will start feeding it. Small plants will start growing. Okay, animals, organisms will burrow it. This will form a subsoil, the transition zone. And weathering also will act a part here in the subsoil. Then it is very organic, very fertile soil, the topsoil. Okay. Soil is a mixture of rock debris, organic material, which is helpful for growing life and sustenance of life. Okay, all the plants. Topmost is the most organic material mixed with minerals, and minerals will come from the parent rock, and organic content will come from the both animals and plants. Both animals and plants slowly taking over the barren land. So this is the soil profile. We'll see. This is just to understand the concept how soil profile is. Okay, you have a top soil. So whenever there is a soil erosion, no, it will take again hundreds of years to bring back the organic content of the soil. So it's very important to conserve soil. That's why soil erosion is one of the important concepts in environment and geography. So if we see the types of soil, alluvial is alluvium. All the rivers bringing are alluvial soil deposits, no rivers. They are sandy loamy to clay, rich in potash, poor in phosphorus. You have already heard Bangar means old soil, Khadar is new soil. So rice, paddy, all these are grown in alluvial soil. Then black soil, I already told, in the peninsular India. Okay, black basalt is okay, that volcanic volcanic rocks are called basaltic. Okay, best is for cotton, and they have very developed cracks, and it has more clay, so it will absorb more water, and you cannot plow properly, and it will get very hard once it becomes dry. You just check black soil how much hard it is when it is dry. So for cotton, then you have red soil, laterite soil, and arid soil. Red and yellow, iron. That's why you can see red. If you see coconut, arka nut, okay, in Karnataka, Andhra, all this red and yellow. Laterite in Kerala. I think in laterite you can see in Kerala. They, they make bricks also, right? Intense leaching due to high rain. It is having very less humus, very low fertile. Karnataka, Kerala coastal region, tea, coffee, cashew is grown in this laterite soil. So you have arid soil, very sandy, okay, lacks moisture, okay. It is in western Rajasthan, and you will grow only millets, ragi, bajra, all these millets will be growing there. I know I'm going very fast, guys, but this I think you'll be able to understand based on rain and the temperature. No, soil will change. That's all. That you should know. In depth, he will not ask. In saline soil, which is high, which is low, he won't ask. But you should know which soil is in which region, what is the property of that soil. That's all. Okay. Saline soil, you already know more salty widespread in western Gujarat. Okay. Sundarbans, eastern delta, Sundarbans in where ocean meets the rivers Ganga, Brahmaputra, right? This region, Sundarbans region, caused by water logging or over irrigation also. Saline. Salinity increases if inland water will log because salt will dissolve in the water and it will form precipitation in the land itself. So, if you see paddy fields, no, after sometimes it will become very saline and you cannot grow there any more crops. Due to over irrigation, water logging also, saline soil will form. PT soil, heavy rainfall areas. It's found in Bihar, Uttarakhand, coastal Tamil Nadu. Okay, heavy rain, heavy temperature, and pressure, or high humidity, you can say. Always you can feel water moisture as well as heat in the air. It's called high humidity. Okay, these are called PT soils found in Bihar, Uttarakhand, and coastal Tamil Nadu. Guys, clear? Is it very fast? So, these are some of the important soil conservation methods. Okay, mulching means all the straw, leaves, no, you'll put on soil. Straw, leaves, everything, no, you'll put on soil so that it will become organic content and soil will not get degraded. Then contour barriers. Okay, bunds you'll put, no, in between land, you'll put bunds. These are contours, right? In coffee plant also, when it is like this, you'll put a bund here, like this, like this. So it will make the soil not go down. Then dams. Okay, then intercropping, terrace farming. Okay, flat surfaces on steep floors. No, if land is like this and if it is tilting up here, down here, no, you'll form like you'll flow like this so that water will not go like this, but water will flow like this. Okay, terrace farming. This is terrace farming is in steep slopes. This you can have normal tilting also. Intercropping, shelter belts. Okay, row of trees in dry coastal areas or in coastal region. No, if you have shelter, this one, if there are tsunami or huge winds, no, the sand will not be washed away to ocean or towards inside. These are shelter belts. Clear? Nothing much to explain there, but these are all the important names, okay, or terminologies you have to remember. Shelter belts, dams, check bund, mulching, counter barriers. They are self-explanatory. Once you study, you will be able to understand it. Soil conservation methods. So agriculture, no, based on how rainy season is there, we will do during rain, no, June to September, we'll call it as Kharif season. Which are the important June, July to September Kharif? Rice, maize, millet, cotton, jute, groundnut. After that, from September, October till February, Rabi. Wheat, barley, pulses, oil seeds, which require less water, less rain. Then in summer, no, like April, May, June, you will have Zaid, watermelon, cucumber, vegetable, which we need in summer, no, which we munch upon nicely. Watermelon, all this. Major producers is rice, you should know. UP, Western, why? Alluvial soil, no, all the rivers are flowing there. Wheat also UP, Punjab. Cotton, black soil, Gujarat, Maharashtra. Coffee, Karnataka and Kerala. Tea, Assam. Because tea plantation, British put in Assam northeast region, right? Little bit in Kerala also tea is there. So just conditions I have put. How much temperature, how much rainfall, what kind of soil. You can see for the important crops. Okay? Those are self-explanatory. So minerals, there are metallic, there are non-metallic, and there are atomic, like uranium, plutonium. Okay, uranium, plutonium. So important metallic, no? One of them are iron. Iron, no, has so many varieties. Important ore varieties are hematite. It has 60 to 70% iron. Next, magnetite. Okay, best quality magnetite. Next, hematite. Then others like limonite and siderite. Where are the distribution? Important: Karnataka, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Goa, Jharkhand. You should remember ores are found normally in plateau regions. Where plateaus are there. Okay, where plateaus are there. There you will find ores. That's why if you see India, you will see Karnataka, Maharashtra, Jharkhand, Central Malwa Plateau, Maharashtra, okay, little bit in Meghalaya, all this organic like coal, okay, petroleum, all are organic minerals, iron, nickel, cobalt, all these are metallic minerals. These are all found in plateau regions that you have to remember. Okay, this is clear, iron ore. So I've just put major metallic minerals and their locations. Where is manganese? India is fifth largest producer. Odisha 44, Karnataka, then Madhya Pradesh. Copper in electric, Madhya Pradesh highest, next Rajasthan. Bauxite, if you see Odisha, Gujarat, Maharashtra. Gold, Karnataka leads, Hatti, no? Kolar was there, now Hatti. And Ramgiri in Andhra Pradesh. Silver, okay? Zawar mines in Rajasthan. So just important minerals and which are the important leading producers I have put. There is nothing to explain there. You guys have to just revise it multiple times. Non-metallic also, one of the important is mica. India contributes highest, almost 60% of world. Andhra is the leader. Limestone, 75% used in cement. Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, AP, Gujarat will lead. Okay. Gypsum also is one of the byproduct used for making cement. Rajasthan is the domination. Uranium, Jadagudda was in use in Jharkhand. In Bihar, we have found thorium, no? Monazite is in sands of Kerala coast. Okay? And it's also in Jharkhand, Bihar, Tamil Nadu. I don't know why this is given. But monazite is mostly in the Arabian Sea. Oh, that's why I might have given. Okay? I might have put it. In this region, monazite is found. It's also you can use this also fuel to make plutonium, from plutonium to uranium. Guys, clear? Same wise, industries also have given. See the industrial belt. What is required for industrial belt? You need to have good connectivity. You need to have ocean or port connectivity, land connectivity. You need to have very good water resources, right? And it has to be human resources also, commercial hub also it should be. IT here, right? Mining. You should have first natural resources. It should be well connected with electricity. You need to have transportation and communication, right? It should have water, it should have electricity, all the infrastructure. So you can see the major industrial regions also which I have given here. So primary drivers for selection of sites I already told you. Raw material, power, market, power is electric current, transportation, labor. Okay. So major ports of India have given important ports. And this is Sagarmala is a project to develop our coastline. Go through it once. So natural hazards, no, earthquake. 59% of Indian landmass is prone to earthquake zone. Very high zone 5, no, this region, northeast, Gujarat region, and Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh region. Then high zone, all this region. Then moderate zone, our this region. Deccan Plateau are the more stable areas. Most stable areas are the Deccan Plateau region. Clear? These are all If 1 or 2 question might come geography only, you'll get 5 to 6 question in AFCAT. But 1 or 2 question come from this. What is tsunami? Tsunami, no, or seismic waves. Whenever in the ocean, no, there is earthquake, it causes huge swelling. This huge swelling, when it makes a landfall, no, those are called huge waves up to 80, 100 meters also. Waves form up to 25, 30 meters are the big waves. Okay, 80, 100 meters and all, entire coast will go. Okay, seismic sea waves, tsunamis. And you have cyclones also. You will hear, no, in Bay of Bengal, cyclones forming after October, November, and in summer, early summer, you will see cyclones forming and hitting here and hitting in Arabian Sea also sometimes. And cyclones, you should remember, it will form in 30-degree north and 30-degree south and not in equator region. If this is 0-degree equator, it will form around 15-degree to 30-degree north and 15-degree to 30-degree south. Equatorial it doesn't form because Coriolis force is 0. Coriolis force, I told you, it is a imaginary force. When you go up from the equator, no, it will make you turn right here in the northern hemisphere and it will make you turn left in the southern hemisphere. So cyclones are there, tsunamis are there, floods are there, okay, droughts are there. So where floods affect, where is drought affecting? I have given it. Just go through once. And landslide vulnerability also I have given. Where does landslide mostly occur? Here. Why? The mountains, right? Young fold mountains, tectonic, very high. And you can see landslide here also. Why? Because of the Western Ghats and huge rainfall, no, Nilgiris. You can see. And whenever there is a urbanization, industrialization, no, you cut the plants, you cut the trees, you grow cities there, that will lead to landslides. Okay. Mitigation can be afforestation, bund construction, terrace farming. Okay. Avoid high rise construction in these zones. Clear? These are very self explanatory. And we have inland waterways also developed. If they ask you, there are 111, there is an act also. Some of the important waterways I have given. The first waterway is Allahabad Aldi in Ganga River. Okay, Ganga to Hooghly, almost till Kolkata, till West Bengal, from UP to. Okay, these are all just facts I've given you guys. And now there's a word geography where almost another 30, 40 slides are there. What should I do? Are you guys tomorrow will be able to connect 1 hour before around 7 o'clock? I can take from 7 to 8. Then I think we have current affairs. Sir will be able to take from 8 to 9, 9:30. Amen, sir. I'll explain this word geography. So many concepts will be cleared here. Origin of Earth and universe is there. Okay. Evolution of solar system. Already you have studied in your NCRTs in your high school, guys. But we'll just revise once here. Okay. What is the structure of Earth? All this will go through. 1 hour is needed for me, so I'll take from 7 tomorrow. You guys are fine with it?
Yes, sir. So that works.
Which one? I'm sorry.
All right, so no worries.
Okay. Anyway, this PDF will be shared. You guys, whenever you guys have time, please go through this once. Okay. How are volcanoes? What are earthquakes? All this I have explained very detailedly. How landforms are formed. Okay. About oceans, about the currents, about the world climate. Everything I have explained, whatever is required, not only for AFCAT but CDS also. I'll take it tomorrow. Okay, guys. Another 30 slides are there. Anyway, we'll share this PDF in the group. Hemant sir will share it.